Class of 2023. Welcome, everyone. Eat black raspberries. If we could offer you only one tip for the future, eating half a cup of berries every day would be it. The benefits of making berries a staple of your diet have been known for tens of thousands of years. Originally, they were a source of energy and healing. However, today, they are a superfood that help us deal with contemporary life. They reduce stress, improve heart health, and moderate blood sugar. Neuroscientists have even linked them to brain health and prolonging vitality long into old age. While we are both doctors, you would not want us conducting surgeries or dispensing medication. Our wisdom comes from the trials and tribulations of global business leadership. Our careers have spanned over 40 years, and while many things have changed, there are at least 4 big existential crises we predict that every one of you will have to navigate. So, in the spirit of talking about what you know about, let us share with you the lessons we have learned from 2 careers well lived. We speak here not of affirmations designed to uplift or incitements to change the world that are so often the subject of commencement addresses. No, these are a forewarning of the big challenges that lay ahead. Make sure to launch. The transition from school to professional life can be difficult. You may feel intimidated by the choices that lay immediately ahead of you. You may feel your career is a chess game, with you needing to plot multiple moves ahead. You may be swept along by others' expectations. You may follow an obligated path before ultimately pausing to examine who you are and who you want to be. Relax. Breathe. The good news is there's no one recipe, no right or wrong answer to how to move down the road. The only mistake is not to try. You must be courageous in trying, experimenting, testing. You will only find something if you make the effort to look for it. Don't get trapped in a gilded cage. Once you've launched into your career, be careful not to allow the materialistic and superficial to rule your world. We believe you should always try to be the best at what you do. If it's in sports, try for the Olympics. Corporate, CEO. Activism, change the world. However, be careful not to become consumed by the game. Promotions, titles, pay rises generally will not make you happy. They are a mirage, and you should be careful to avoid becoming a prisoner of their seductive allure. Careers and blind faith don't mix. Remember, the world and progress waits for no one. It has been proven that repetitive tasks can make the brain shut down. Social isolation, which has been amplified by the pandemic, also reduces our ability to get inspired by new ideas and new perspectives. Don't sleepwalk towards obsolescence. Find ways to reinvent yourself every 5 to 10 years. You will start to get distracted by life's broader complications as you get older. You will need to renew your resolve and find ways to keep inspired, maintain your energy and motivation. Don't lose your moral compass. It's a scary and surprisingly easy mistake to make. Choose to tread a moral path. Draw your red lines and give a trusted friend permission to hold you to account. One of the biggest challenges you will face is distinguishing fact from fiction, good advice from manipulation and falsehood. Deviating from a moral path is a slippery slope, with each incremental decision feeling justifiable by comparison. Do not let your tombstone say, "They were good at faking it until they made it, but in the process, they paid an eternal price." It is our prediction that each of you will face these 4 crises. While it's also tempting to share our thoughts on fighting for a fairer and more just world, protecting our environment, defending everyone's right to self-expression and to be their authentic selves. However, these are our aspirations, and you need to decide for yourselves what you want to fight for. Bear in mind as you do that humanity seems to experience only relatively small bouts of sanity while being tossed about on an endless sea of absurdity. You will try to make sense of it, but ultimately fail. Try to distinguish the immovable from the entrenched. Fight to change the entrenched, but accept the rest with humour and humility. We will let you decide whether this address sits on sane or absurd waters. But if you take nothing else from our words, trust us on Berers. Life has always been complicated, yet between pandemics, divisive politics, and the advent of our so-called post-truth world, your next 40 years will be even more complex. Staying healthy and taking care of yourself should be your first priority. Stress and health are correlated. This is where berries are part of the answer. Blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, cranberries, but especially black raspberries. They are the Olympic champions, CEOs, and most effective social activists of all the berries.